Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we are pleased to present our group project for ACC407. We are as group 2. As part of the assignment, we conducted an interview with a local sole proprietorship business to better understand how small enterprises in Malaysia manage their financial accounting and reporting process. So this is our team members. First is myself, MOHAMMAD AZRIL bin SHUKOR. Second, EZWAN HAZIM and AZHAR. Our third member, Muhammad RAFIQ AZIZI bin ROSLAN. And our last member is AHMAD DHIA'RIZ bin Muhammad ZAIRIN. Firstly is our introduction. The objective of our presentation is to analyze and share the accounting practices of a real business, and focusing on the classification of business items, financial recording matters, and the challenges and strength of their current system. So for our project, we selected Kerepek Bawang RF Family Enterprise. So this business is a snack business based in Malaysia that specializes in the production and distribution of onion chips, also known as Kerepek Bawang. Besides Kerepek Bawang, they also provide other kerepek like kerepek pisang, kerepek pagoda, and else. So this business provided us with a valuable insight into how a sole proprietorship manages its financial operations on a day-to-day basis. So our presentation will be divided into 5 sections. First is business background. Second, business characteristics. Third is classification of financial items. Fourth, the recording process. And lastly is the strength and the weakness of the financial for the company. So we hope this presentation will provide a clearer picture of how fundamental accounting principles are applied in a real world small businesses.
Okay, for the first part is background of the business. The business name is Kerepek Bawang RF Family Enterprise. It's a family business. The type of the business is sole proprietorship, located in physical store in Tangkak, Johor. So the activity of the business is producing and selling high quality of Kerepek Bawang and other Kerepek. So for the owner capital, RM30,000 ringgit from personal saving and doesn't have a bank loan, and also supported by the Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia or AIM. So date of commencement in April 2019. So as we can see, this is some of the picture of the business. First, we have the physical store, which is the Kerepek RF Family Enterprise, and the main product of the business is Kerepek Bawang and some other type of snacks. Next is the business characteristic. As I mentioned earlier, the business is sole proprietorship. So for the ownership, it's owned and operated by the family members. For the capital contribution, initial capital of 30,000 ringgit from the owner personal saving, and also have some additional financial support from Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia AIM, and no bank loans involved. For the business establishment, the business start the operation in April 2019, with registered under SSM, which is Company Commission of Malaysia. So the last one is the liability. No formal loans or debts from the institution, and operates with internal capital and support from the Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia or AIM.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. So I would like to continue with the classification of financial elements in the business of Kerepek Bawang RF Family Enterprise. So there are 6 categories that we would like to discuss. So the first one is the current assets, intangible non-current assets, tangible non-current assets, capital, revenue, expenses, and also the liabilities. So let me focus to the first one, which is the current asset. So what is basically current asset? Current asset is a short-term resources that are expected to be used or convert into a cash within a year. So for this company, they have cash flow, they have bank balances, and also they have inventory like Kerepek Bawang and other type of Kerepek that going to be sold, and also packaging supplies they use in regular operation. Okay, let's move to the second element, which is the intangible non-current asset. So what is basically intangible non-current asset? Intangible non-current asset is basically a non-physical asset. So for this business, they have their own trademark, which is the registered name, the Kerepek Bawang RF Family Enterprise. Next, they also have SSM license and permit from the Companies Commission of Malaysia. Other than that, they also have customer list that is very useful for the long term and bring benefit for them. So they have regular customers, they have agents, they have resellers, and also snack retailer. Okay, then let me move to the tangible non-current asset. So tangible non-current asset is different with the intangible non-current asset, as tangible non-current asset is a long-term physical asset that is used in daily operation, which is we can see it and we can touch it. So for this business, they have a lot of tangible current asset. As we can see, there are a lot of evidence from the picture we provided. So they have product, equipment, packaging tools, shop, refrigerator, cutting machine, large pan to produce the Kerepek, digital scale to scale the Kerepek, and impulse heat sealer that is to seal the Kerepek that been scaled, and they also display rack to display everything Kerepek they have sell, and also they have a fixed equipment. So this asset is support the production and daily processes. Okay, next we move to the fourth element of the financial classification, which is the capital. So capital is the investment into the business. So for this business, there are two investment come from. So the first one is personal fund, where the owner invest 30,000 ringgit into the business, and this business also get the fund from the Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia, which is AIM. So we move to the fifth element of classification, which is the revenue. So revenue is basically the way the business generate the income. So for this business, they have three main stream. So the first one is the in-store sales, where the customer can come directly to the store and buy the Kerepek. So the second one is the postage order, which is the income is come from the customer that chat and order through the online platform like WhatsApp. And the third one is the supplies to the agent and reseller. So this income come from the sale of Kerepek to the agents and reseller as they supply the Kerepek. So for the liabilities, they have no liabilities as they don't taking any loan, and it means they have no liabilities. So the last one is the expenses. So basically there are four expenses for this business. So the first one is the raw materials, especially to make the Kerepek, and the second one is the packaging supplies, to packaging the Kerepek. And the third one is the utilities, especially for the bills. And the last one is the delivery costs, as this business is supplies their Kerepek to the agents and resellers, so they need to expend for the delivery costs.
Hi, I'm AHMAD, and I will be talking about the recording process of the company. The recording process, which typically starts with identifying transaction and usually ends with closing entries. So let's go. Right. Firstly, the owner begins the accounting process by identifying business transactions such as daily sales, purchase of raw materials like onions and packaging, payments of utility bills or receiving money from agents. Any activity that affects the financial status of the business is considered a transaction and must be recognized at this stage. After the transaction is identified, then the owner will go to the second process, which is collecting source document. The owner collects supporting documents such as receipts, invoice, and delivery notes, which acts as formal evidence that the transaction occurred and are essential for accurate and reliable record keeping. Next, after collecting the documents, the owner records each transaction manually in a journal book, which is also known as journalizing, which captures the detail of each transaction in chronological order and is later backed up in an Excel file for better organization and review. After that, the owner will post the journal entries to individual ledger accounts. Each transaction from the journal are posted to the appropriate ledger accounts, such as sales, inventory, utilities, and delivery costs. At the end of the month, the owner prepares a trial balance by listing the total debits and credits from all ledger accounts. This is to make sure the books are balanced and the total debits equal to total credits, which indicates that the entries have been recorded successfully. After that, the owner will make adjustments to account for any transactions that occurred before but were not recorded earlier, such as unpaid bills or inventory used during production. These adjusting entries ensure the financial records fully reflect all income earned and expenses incurred for the month. Once all adjustments are done, the owner prepares simple financial reports, primarily an income summary, which shows how much profit or loss the business made during the month. This helps the owner to evaluate the performance and make future decisions. Finally, the owner will close temporary accounts such as revenue and expense accounts by transferring their balances to a capital or equity account. This will reset those accounts to zero, the revenue and expense account back to zero, so that the business can begin a new month with a clean record, maintaining clarity and organization in financial tracking.
Now I will explain the strengths and the weaknesses of the financial recording process used by Kerepek Bawang RF Family Enterprise. Let's look at the strength. First, the business record financial transaction every day. So this habit helps the owner keep track of a daily income and daily expenses and allows them a better control over their cash flows. Second, the owner personally handles all the financial records. This gives them a fully understanding of the business financial condition and help them make quicker decisions. Third, even though they use a manual ledger, they also record everything in Excel. So this backup is useful for storing data safely and make it easier to review past transactions. And lastly, their current system does not require any paid software or hiring an accountant, so it is very cost effective, especially for small business like this one. Now, moving on to the weaknesses. First, recording transactions manually takes a lot of time. So during busy period, this can be a burden and a slow down other important work. Second, manual systems are more likely to have human errors, such as wrong calculations or missing entries. This can affect the accuracy of their financial reports. Third, they do not use any accounting software, so they can generate automatic report like profit and loss statements, and this will make it harder to analyze their financial performance. And fourth, as the business grows, their current system might not be able to handle the increasing number of transactions, so this could make things harder to for them to manage in the future. And lastly, they do not get help from a financial expert or accountant. This means they might miss out on professional advice that could help improve the business or handle taxes more effectively. In conclusion, this project helped us apply accounting theory to the real business, which is Kerepek Bawang RF Family Enterprise. It's a family-run sole proprietorship with strong manual record keeping and active owner involvement. They have categorized their finance well and follow the accounting cycle step by step. But doing everything manually takes time and can lead to mistakes. So there's also no system or expert support yet. So while they have done well, moving on to the digital tools could really help improve their efficiency and support their future growth. That's all. Thank you.